Hello everyone, welcome back to me, myself and Ifa here, and today is the first episode of my uni series, What You Need to Know. Can't lie, quite proud of that name, came to me in the shower. But yeah, before I start, I just want to say a massive congratulations to everyone who received the results. And trust me, like, whether you're upset right now, whether you're great, it always works out in the end. Whether the end is, today, tomorrow, it always just works out. So be proud of yourself regardless. And secondly, I was very, very hesitant to do a uni series. A, because I'm really bad at taking advice, and B, because I remember when I was going to uni, I was watching all these videos and it just seemed that everyone had their stuff together, and that just was not me. But I felt like I should share some things that I wish I knew before going in, and hopefully it can help out. That said, it does depend on what you study, and I'm going to try and be very, very general in this video, drawing from, my friends' experiences. But I do study maths and economics at Warwick, so some things will be specific to Warwick or specific to maths. So my first point is knowing what you sign yourself up for. I did not know what I signed myself up for. Strolling into the first lecture, I have my phone out, I look around, everyone has folders and notebooks. I was like, okay, Ifa, you need to kind of get yourself together. You're clearly not on the level you should be. I went to get my folders and notebooks. I still was not ready. My first day was 75% pure math. I did not know how intense it was. I didn't understand that I would not be needing, calculators in maths. Like, if you looked at my maths work, you'd honestly ask me what language I study. Like, it's just not what you think it'd be. So I think prepare yourself in that sense. Like, I'm not saying go read on books on like pure maths or pure philosophy or pure whatever, but just kind of knowing the kind of, because I was not in that mindset and I was thrown in heavy. I had about 5 assignments a week. I had a test in freshers. Who does that? What kind of a demonic department will give someone a test in freshers? I hadn't even unpacked and I had a test. Like, come on. There's just a lot of things that I was not expecting. But had I done my research, had I spoken to people in my uni, on my course, had I, even spoken to anyone who does maths, maybe I would have known this. So I do encourage speaking to people or just kind of getting a feel, maybe going on your uni website, because when I tell you I was hit with a brick, if I knew I was about to get hit with a brick, still would have hurt, but would have hurt less, you get what I mean? So that, I'd say, is definitely very important, but it's not impossible. And what will help is having a friend on your course. I'm not even exaggerating. I would have failed the year if it was not for my friends. Like, I was a bit of a shambles. I really liked going out. I took it a bit too extreme. Out of the 7 days of the week, I was out on maybe 6 for like a lot of the weeks in the first term. And if I did not have that person that I could call up, because as I said, 5 assignments a week, that I could call up at 4 AM, not having looked at the assignment and been like, please, hook me up, I'll give you next week's ETC. Having that is just so important. I know my friends who do law have their little groups and they revise together. And before uni, I was very, very, individual, do things on my own. I didn't really like revising with people because it didn't really help me. But I did have to change my way of thinking a bit, and it definitely did help. And you don't have to be best friends. Like, you don't have to be best friends, but just knowing that you've got each other's backs when you need to, and don't befriend the snakes. Do not befriend the snakes. But friends on your course leads on to my second type of support, which is a mentor. If you can, get a mentor, an older person, second or third year, doing your course. I remember when my mentor first started mentoring me, I was at my lowest point. I had just got back my January grades, and let's just say, I will even tell you, okay, passing is 40%. I got 42% after it was scaled up, and 15 another. I was not where I needed to be, and I was like, you know what, it's over. Like, packing my bags, go home, come back next year, let's just repeat first year. She told me that, I'm not the first, because you aren't the first to be there, and don't feel like you always have to have your stuff together. Others have been here and come out on top, so don't worry, like, you've got this. And it honestly did help. Whether I took her advice immediately, that's a different question. For me, I found myself often getting into this pit where I wouldn't go to lectures on top of lectures on top of lectures, and for maths this is just not great, because other courses are blessed with lecture capture. For some reason, my math lectures are still chalk and board. Like, what century are we in? But anyway, yeah, missing lectures is not really great, and I was missing lectures on top of lectures on top of lectures. I was doing my assignments, but was I really doing them? No, I was copying them down. So I got to a point where I didn't really know what I was studying anymore, and it was just great to have those people to kind of lift me up and remind me that they've got my back. Another point is stay in your lane. Like, Don't feel the need to compare yourself to that guy who's being loud in the seminar, using all these words that he doesn't need to use to try and sound clever. Just doing the most. And also in terms of like your friends on other courses, like it is great to have a range of friends, but you will be in the library till about 4 AM, bantering, not doing anything, right? And you're leaving and your friends are like, oh man, we didn't work today, but it's okay, my assignment's not due in a month. Yours is really due in 7 hours, and you're bantering with someone whose assignment isn't due in a month. So knowing the times to like separate from other people who may not be doing your course, or just, you know, you're not in the same mindset at the moment. For example, like, yeah, just every course is different. Every course structure is different. So some start easier and get harder. Some start harder and get easier. It's good to kind of stay in your lane. So yeah, have support, but also know when to be like, okay, check yourself. Do you get what I mean? Check yourself, because it doesn't end in uni the people who are telling you they're not working and they are behind. It does not end. So know when to kind of be honest with yourself as to, you know, where you are and what you need to do. And my last point on top of all of this though is to not stress. Like, I took this to the extreme, but doing extracurricular. So because I didn't like my degree, I needed something to fill my time while I wasn't going to lectures. Because if I just stayed in my room, I wasn't going to lectures, I mean, I just would be depressed. And if I was just going to lectures, I'd also be depressed. So find that balance between your academics and extracurricular. So I did plays, I did like a dance, singing, and a cultural show. I did netball. I did 2 netball teams actually. What? Joking, yeah, I did netball and I was an economics freshers rep. So not only are they a great way to make friends, which I'll focus on in my next video, but just a great way to let you know that it's not that deep. And yeah, you're at uni to get a degree, but that's not all it is. Like, this is a time to discover yourself, discover new talents. It's so great because oh my goodness, if I was just bogged down doing maths, I would not be alive to tell this video. Go out if you want to go out. Like, as I said, I took these to the extreme and I know to fix that next year, but don't allow yourself to just get so stressed and think that if you sleep an extra minute, like, you're gonna fail the year. Honestly, I'm not saying it's not that deep, but I'm saying that it's not that deep to put your health below your degree or your grades, because at the end of the day, health is so important. What good is it getting a first class, not making any friends, not trying anything new, and not having any hair left? So finding that balance is perfect. And I'm probably going to watch this video back next year because I still need help finding that balance. So thanks for watching. As I said, I'm not coming as this, you know, guru, I'm perfect. I'm literally just coming from a place of having been at the lowest of the lows and knowing what would have helped and what did help. And stay tuned for more uni series videos. Watch one of my past videos and subscribe. See you later. Bye.